Halen, what are we getting?
This.
We're getting the PVC for our hoop house. Yeah, tell them about it. Hey, just taking this opportunity this morning to work on the garden bed and make it a little bit bigger. I'm actually doing a 4 by 8 foot bed right here. Got my little helper with me. Alright, so like I said, my bed is going to be 8 feet by 4 feet. So I did some of this last night. I built this inner part. So I'm just doing the outside part right now. There you go, I got that in. I'm just going to use this 1/2 inch by 1.5 inch small wood here. Put that on the top. Eventually what I'll do is I'll have a metal fence like this, like I have on the other garden going around. But this is in preparation for the hoop house that is going to be going on this later today. Okay. So just see, most of what I use here is just basic pine. I'm not using the treated stuff. You know, the wood's gonna rot out probably about 5 years. You get the other stuff, it's probably about 10 years. What I do is this wood that I get it so it's marked off. So it's got like a blue line on it, at least at Home Depot, it's 70% off. So, you know, a 2x4 is like $2 versus the treated stuff is like $8. Who cares? You'll replace it in a couple years. I mean, obviously if you want to use the other stuff, by all means, go for it. So, seize the opportunity with nice weather early in the year, get a jump start on, you know, prepping your beds. Now the beds down there I'm not going to do anything with. I know there's a lot of bugs still dormant, hibernating in there. I don't want to disrupt those. I want to have the bees. I want to have the good bugs here. So this bed here, I decided I want to target this year. That bed I finished in the fall. So I don't need to do anything with it. So like I said, I'm going to leave that. Right, we don't want to touch the bed for a while, so those good bugs can hatch, come alive. So just wanted to go live really quick. I got to go somewhere. I'll come back in a little bit. Continue to work on the garden. I'll go live. If you guys want to join me, it'd be great. If not, I'll see you guys around in other videos and other lives. Hey everybody, just got back. This was over at my chiropractor, the Wellness Point. If you're in southeast Wisconsin, northern Illinois, check them out. They're here in Elkhorn, Wisconsin. Again, it's the Wellness Point. So what I want to try to accomplish this morning is I want to try to finish putting the base around this. And then I'm going to try to, I'm going to be working on my hoop loop for this. So, so yeah, if you want to join me and watch me, here we are. Just be working out here got any questions, you can put them in the comments there. I'll come back in a little bit and look at them. I'll try to talk to you guys as I do stuff. But yeah, decided to go live today. Very nice out. Yeah, you know, I think we might actually have an earlier spring this year, so it's good to start working on this stuff right now if I can. So yeah, I got this down. The wood I used here is a little bit bigger, and when I put my hoop house on, I need it to be flush. So I'm just going to throw another 2x4 on the top of this. It's not going to stay long term. Long term, this is the one that's going to be on here. So I'll just put the 2x4 on top. I got to get these posts out of the way first, and then kind of shimmy it up on the backside there, and then we could start putting the lumber on top and start building the frame for the hoop house. Super nice out. No clouds in the sky. Birds are chirping. I had these in here because my garden used to have chicken wire going around of it. And I like this new raised garden bed idea. I actually got this idea from my neighbor right over there. Like, he did it with his garden with the chicken wire stuff going around. It does make it look a lot neater, so shout out to him. But yeah, it's a good idea. The wife likes it too. It looks a lot better. So put this on here. Yeah, it brings it up to that level right there, which is fine. But this won't stay here long term. It's just going to be temporarily, so we can put that hoop house on the top. Of course, what's the odds of that? I hit the screw, and I screwed right in there. It's like winning the lottery. Put another one right there. Like I said earlier today, in last stories, again, this wood I'm using, it's the cheap, it's the clearance wood, 70% off. It's normal wood. I don't care if it warps in a couple of years. I'll rip it off and put a new one on. Put it in the fire pit, burn it, have a nice fire. So, I gotta cut a small piece to go back there. I'll be right back. I gotta go into the garage to get my jigsaw. Let the jigsaw warm up. It's been in the garage, so keep it right here in the sun for a little bit. Alrighty, so yeah, I gotta go get my tape measure too. forgot to tape measure. Just gonna go back down there and just get my measurement. It's gotta be 4 feet probably. Might be a little bit less. I don't remember. Yeah, it's a little less. So we're looking at like 46 inches. I really like this new garden idea. It's kind of funny. It was like years ago. My wife said, "Why don't you do that?" I said, "Nah, I just want to keep it open." I guess I should listen to her. Let's not tell her that. I'm just gonna be right over here. I'm just cutting this wood to that 46 inches. Gonna be a little loud here in a second. For a second. Yep. Not warmed up yet. Battery's good. It just was in the garage. It's gotta warm up. So I guess what else can we? Like I said earlier today, or before I had to leave to go to the my chiropractor, the wellness point there. I'm not touching the garden bed down there. I know the bugs are hibernating down there. I knew I was going to be touching this garden bed this year. Because in the fall, I went ahead and worked on the garden bed down there in the fall. Oops, Jesus. Worked on the garden bed down there in the fall. Kind of did what I'm doing right now. Trying to organize it a little bit more. So yeah, as soon as this thing warms up, I can. Come on. It just needs to warm up. Did it to me yesterday when I was cutting the wood for this. So battery's charged, so I'm not worried about that. So yeah, I think the plan this year, right here, in this garden bed, I'm gonna grow my green cabbage. I think I'm gonna do 3 green cabbage plants, and then those are gonna be down there. But right here, I'm gonna start the the peas, and then my beets are gonna go in here. I might actually put the beets down there. I learned that they grow a lot better in somewhat shade, even though the packages say full sun. At least the ones that I have do. I feel like they grow a lot better in the shade, partial shade, so that, like the morning sun, afternoon shade. So I might change it up a little bit here. I know for sure I'm putting the peas here. I'm putting the cabbages here, right over here. So right over here, I still have to build the box garden right here. Right here, I'm gonna probably put 6-ish plants of Brussels sprouts. Those grew really good last year, so it's pretty tasty. There we go. I think we're ready. Let me get this cut. Still a little cold, I guess. I know there's other saws, right? This is just what I had available. I have my Sawzall. I just don't want to pull it out. So I'm gonna just put this down here at the bottom, or down here at the. I'll bring it with here. I'm just going ahead and screw it in down here. I'm just trying to make a little flush, so when I put the hoop house on top, it looks like it's off a little bit. You know, it's off a little bit. The ground isn't completely level. So might have to just wedge it. Actually, that's why I need to put this little 1.5 by 1/4 inch. So let me go ahead and screw this screen off, and then I'll be able to put that on here. Now, let's screw this guy in. Probably be exactly where we want to be. Yeah, this wood is a little warped here. Ground right there is too cold, so I can't even move it yet. So I'm just gonna have to deal with it. Gonna just improvise as best as I can. I'm gonna just screw this one in. I'm really not a perfectionist about this stuff. As long as it works, that's all I really care. It'll be nice as soon as I get this hoop house on. This ground here where I'm stepping is still pretty frozen. Then I'll have this awesome cold frame. Speaking of the cold frame, I actually posted last night a video on how to build this thing. Later on today or tonight, check it out. If you're interested, build it. Let me know how yours looked. There we go. Now we're flush. So go ahead and screw this in. Perfect. So now I got my base on here. So what I'm going to start doing next here is I'm going to start building my hoop house. The hoop house, if you don't know what it is, it's basically exactly what it is. It's a hoop with plastic that goes over it, and just think of it as like a greenhouse kind of. So it'll be on hinges, so I can lift it up, kind of just like this cold frame here. Be on hinges, we can lift it up, we can close it, we can lock it. It's really going to warm up this ground. Also, when the weather, or you know, we're coming up on spring, so obviously we know the weather here, at least here in Wisconsin, you know, anywhere I'd say in that zone 5 and above, we know it can be temperamental. So that hoop house will really help the plants that we put in here. We know if we know it's gonna be really cold at night, just shut the lid, and then our plants should be able to make it through the night. Again, it actually helps warm up the soil. So as soon as our soil's warm, we can start planting. So I actually did that in the frame house, or in the cold frame here. About 3 days ago, I planted some radishes. You know, right now we can plant anything that is, you know, the cold hardy, or the cold roots. So, you know, your beets, your radishes. We can plant our broccoli. We can plant our kohlrabi. We can plant our cabbages, as long as they're in some type of structure to help prevent them from the extreme colds, like those the vegetables and the roots I just explained are those cold hardy, which they can handle frost. They can handle the cold. They really can, but they can't handle that deep freeze. So these cold frames or the hoop houses really help that out. So I'll be right back. I gotta go get some other wood here. So I'll be right back. So I have some more 2x4s here. I pre-cut these already. So these are going to be to that 4x8. These 2x4s are going to be the base for the hoop house. So I'm going to go ahead and just I'm not going to. So here's the thing with this, I'm not going to screw it into here. It's just going to sit flush on top of this. So I'm going to go ahead and just start piecing it together. I had attempted to start building this in the basement and realized it's going to be too big to bring upstairs. So I have one of those Kreg Jigs. I'll bring this in here. So you can see right here how I have these jigs in already. These I don't know if it's pretty hard in the sun. So I have these jigs here. So it's easier just to put them right in when I screw them in. Obviously you don't have to use one of those on the side of the 2x4. You can go right in. If you have it, I'd obviously recommend using it. You probably already know what it is. You probably have already used them if you have them. So, hold on, I gotta fix this cable. Cable was sitting there in the mud. It's really starting to thaw out here, which is awesome. All right, so I'm gonna go ahead and just start screwing this guy in. I'll get to what these are here in a second. I love these little jigs. So I'm going to go and take my other piece and go do the same thing over here. Just put the camera over there. Perfect. So now I'm going to just go put this one on down there. Same thing right over here. Push this down a little bit. Hold on one second. The mud is getting hard to walk in. Alrighty, so ignore the beeping in the background. My neighbor's advocate meat smoker. His food's pretty good, so he's making some meat right now for dinner. Alrighty, almost there. Then the next fun part comes. We start putting start measuring our hoops and getting them put in. We're out square a little bit. Not really that much of a shocker to me. Thought it would be a little bit. go. So now we have the base of the hoop house on. Next thing we're gonna do, we're gonna talk about more of these little caps here. So these caps, so these caps right here, these are 1/2-inch PVC caps. I have them screwed in with those 1.25-inch screws. The purpose of these is the hoop, or the PVC that's coming down, is going to fit right in here, and we're going to go over. We're going to do 3 of them, 1 here, 1 in the middle, and 1 at the other end. And then after we get our hoops up, we're going to go this way with 3 of them. That really gives it more support for the wind. You know, if we do end up getting more snow, it'll actually help support the structure. So I do need to adjust a couple of these caps. My original design, I had 4 going this way. I decided to change that and just do 3. 1 here, 1 in the middle, and 1 at the end there. So I'm going to go ahead and unscrew 3 of them. I got to put another one right here, and I'll put the 2 in the middle. I'll readjust the camera here. So you can kind of see what I'm doing here. Hey guys. Thanks for watching. I know some of it's just silence, etc. So thanks for joining. Had to go get some water. Oh man. Alright, so change my bit here. We're going to unscrew this one. Like I said, I want to put it in the middle, so I'll just eyeball it. Now when we're doing it, we're putting it right flush on the edge here. And we'll just hold this down while we screw in. Go and take this one out. So what I'll do now, I'm just going to take a measurement from the end here, just to see. I'm at 43 1/4. So we'll remember 43 1/4 and put it over there. So down, so 43 1/4. Right about there. Looks good to me. Go ahead and pull this one out. And then I'm going to put this guy right here. Right where this 2x4 starts. Didn't go that well. That should be fine. I had one here before, so it just went down pretty easy. Alright, so now I got my 3. I got 3 of them lined up. Clean up a little bit here. So what I want to accomplish next is the arch. So I did a little bit of research, a little bit of reading on how to do these, and I have to use some math. Which I haven't used math in quite a while. Well, to this extreme, I have to take, I believe I might have to look it up again, but I need to take the distance. I need to divide that by 2, then I need to times it by pi, which is 3.14, I believe. That will get me the total arch. Now, I actually already did it. It actually needs to be 68 inches. So I'm going to get my PVC, and I'm going to cut them 68 inches, and that will give me my my perfect arch that I need. So I'll be back here in a few minutes. I got to go get the PVC from the garage. I have to go get my cutter. So so if you're watching me, I'll be right back. I got the PVC. I'm gonna just take a measurement again really quick. So I am 43, I'm gonna go 68. That should give me the arch that I need. I'm gonna take my PVC here. And I guess you guys will find out if this is an epic failure, if I'm doing it wrong. We can always fix anything, right? If it's a little bit smaller, we'll just make it work. So hey, sorry guys, just gonna take a look here at something. Alrighty. So I got my PVC here. I'm gonna mark 68 inches. I'm gonna cut it at 68 inches, and we'll see how the arch looks. So it should be good. Clean it up a little bit. Now, I want to. There you go. Now we're gonna make this arch here. You're gonna want to step on it so it doesn't move. I think I did math correctly. Apparently my math teachers would be happy. 68 inches is right on. So what I'm gonna do, I'm gonna cut two more of them at 68 inches. I'm gonna put them in the middle and put them down at the end. I was kind of sweating there. I don't know. I'm not the greatest at math sometimes. I was like, hopefully this is right. 68 inches. I think it's actually 70 something, but I took a couple inches off. Yeah, actually, you're right, or I'm right. So I did take a couple inches off because I might want to. So in this design, it's designed that I could put another loop on the outside. So maybe like in February, or sorry, maybe in like late December, early January when it's super cold. Heck, I could still be having greens grow out here. To add that extra layer of protection, we might want to add another loop over this. So I'm not going to do that in today's build, But if I did do it, I think the measurement is 70 inches or 71 inches. If I did it exactly at that, and I put another one on the outside, they'd be butting right against it. And really what you need is you need to have a couple inches gap in between them two. That actually will give it an additional layer of insulation. So I know probably some of you are math people out there, and you might come back and say, well, that's not 68. You're right, and that's why I forgot to say to you guys, I actually took a couple inches back, so then I can make, if I do decide to put that other loop, I do have that couple inch gap in here for that insulation. So I'm gonna go ahead and measure this one at 68 again, and get it cut up. That, put it in here, in the middle, bring it over here. So again, if you're doing this, remember you're going to step on the board here so it doesn't slide on you. Reach this. There we go. Perfect, perfect. So kind of just help make the bend, get it in there. There we go, perfect. I'll do the last one here. God, the weather is so nice. I'm an outside person. I like to be outside. Sometimes I do ask myself, why do I live in an area where it's so cold in the wintertime? But I think to myself, if I move somewhere else, how much growing would I be able to do like I do here? Binding up on me. Yes, I do have a PVC cutter. It's just downstairs. I didn't want to go get it. The hacksaw worked good enough for me. So again, let me put this one on. Get that arch. All right. I just realized I screwed something up. Oh man, I need to take this one off and that one off. I gotta get these elbows in there. I'll be right back. This is what you get with live, unedited videos. I was originally gonna do this as one of my premiere videos that I post, but I decided just to do it with you guys. If this was a post, you would have never even known I screwed up. So, what I forgot to do is I need to use these elbows. And what I have is I have 3/4 inch, is it? Yeah, 3/4 inch to 1/2 inch. So this is 1/2 inch pipe. So I got the 3/4 inch so it can slide on it where it needs to go. And I got my 1/2 inch here, so when I put my PVC across, it will fit right in there. So I actually have to take this one off and that one off, so we'll see how easy that is. Really not the easiest. So note to self, if you're doing this, this came off. I'll have to work through this now. Figure out what I'm gonna do here. Probably gotta go with a pair of pliers or something. Yeah, this is on there pretty good. I can't get that over it. So, learn from my mistakes. Make sure we put these on before. So I'll be right back. I gotta go into the garage and get some channel locks. see what I get for going live. I'm not doing this as a video. Nah, it's fine. I'll get it. Just gotta get these on. It's gotta twist it off. It is what it is. Work through it. I guess learn from my mistakes. One of the points of this channel. Let's see here. Easy enough to get off. So I want to put 3 of these on. So it's going to go and just slide these on. There we go. So should be good. To go ahead and throw this cap back on. Hopefully it should be. There we go. Perfect. Still in there. All right, so I'm gonna go do the same thing down there. Pull it off, and put the caps on them down there. I don't need them in the middle. So let me go ahead and just pull this off. Let me try this. I don't know if this is really gonna work, but if I grab it, I can. I don't think this is gonna work. Just take it off. Try to get it off. Oh, that one shattered. I got some more here. The cap shattered. Too much pressure. Go on, just replace it. If you're doing this, I would advise you buying a couple extra parts just in case. These caps are very cheap, so go and get them screwed in. I'll be right back. Alright, so I'm going to go back down. I'm going to go back down here. I'm going to put those elbows in, or not the elbows, the T's. I'm using a 3/4 inch to 1/2 inch. 3/4 inch so it can easily slide on. And then a 1/2 inch for it when it's going back by, or going back down. So, let me get this one in. Right there. Go ahead and just get this in. Alright. So now, we are set to do the ones that go across. So most of the hoop house is most of the hoop house is done. I see probably half of it. So the next part we're going to do is we're going to make the pieces going horizontal. I think that's the right one, horizontal. And then once it's on there, we're going to go ahead and put our plastic on top of it. What I'm going to do though is I'm going to go take a break, It's about lunchtime here. I'll come back out with you guys, and we'll finish it up today. We'll see how it looks. Just watch out for my my live notification a little bit, probably in an hour or so, and we'll finish this guy up. Talk to you guys later.
Go away.
I'll be good. Hey, welcome back. Kinsley, you want to say hi?
Hi.
So what we're going to do now is we're going to put our horizontal pieces going across. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to take a measurement from the PVC down there to here, and then we're gonna do 3 of them. We're gonna do one about halfway, or one about halfway up, one in the middle, and down there. So, you want to give me a hand, Kinsley? Can you hold this? Hold this right there. Whoops. Hold it right there. You got it? All right. Whoops, is it on there? Are you sure? Okay. So we are at 90 and a half. Cool. So we're going to go ahead and measure. We're going to go ahead and cut these at 90 and a half. Ugh. Do you want to help me again? No. Here, can you help me? Can you hold this on there?
Sure.
Hold it right there. 90 and a half. Got it. All right, you can let go. All right. So we're gonna put it down here. I think I actually cut a little bit off. I think it's going to be a little bit shorter than 90 and a half. Yeah. So, about right there. There we go. Right like that. Perfect. So what we're going to do now is we're going to take a I'm going to use an 1.25 inch screw, and we're going to just screw it right in there where we want it to be. So I want it to be about right there. So let me get the right end down here. There we go, perfect. So I'm going to put it down there as well. Kind of get a measurement up on how high we are. So we are 14 inches up. What you got, Kinsley? You got a cup? Okay. You're going to dig in the mud? Yep. Alright, so we're going to go 14 right there. Do the same thing, just put the screw in right here. That screw in. It's gonna be a little difficult. There we go. And I'm gonna put another one here, right here. So I'm going to go ahead and repeat it. Hold on one second. Alright, so I'm going to go ahead and do it in the middle. And do it in this end down there as well. And we'll see what happens. Should be good. Should be easy. Let me get a new measurement here on this one. Oh, we're looking at about like do that again here. So it looks like I'm going to be at 88 and a half. Hey, Kinsley. What you got? Show everybody what you got.
Mud.
Whoa. Can you hand me that piece right there? That plastic piece that you just stepped on? The PVC, the white thing? Right, that your foot's on. Right there.
Oh, sorry.
You're fine. Alrighty, thank you. We're gonna go 88 again. Sun's coming out. Mud is coming out pretty good. That's okay. Just mud. Yep, mud. Oh yeah. Oh, we're gonna do this one too. So let's get this centerpiece. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to still keep it on the outside of it. Bring this one up. Oh. There we go. Really helps just tie this whole hoop house together. And then we'll get one more. One more at 88 again. Starting to look really good. Happy with the support. Alrighty. Perfect. You can, I don't know if you really should be playing in the mud like that. But that's fine. Whatever, I don't care. Alright. So. Here, show everybody what's going on.
Buddy.
Hopefully Mom's not watching this stream. If she is, she might be out here in a few minutes.
Buddy.
So why Miss Muddy over here? I'm going to go ahead and bring that up. We got 14 inches. That's what we did with the last one. I just picked 14. Doesn't really
Bye,
matter
buddy.
what it is. Whatever you like. If you like the number 12, do 12. So, go ahead and just put this in right there. And then go down here, do the same thing, go 14. screwing in, and it's got to get the screw going in. There we go. So 14. Oh. Go ahead and put the last screw here in the middle. The middle. I'm not going to put a screw in. You can if you want. So one of the last steps here that we need to do is we're going to go ahead and get the plastic wrap to go over it. So I'm gonna go grab that here. So I'm using this plastic sheathing. I'm using the stuff that is 3.5 ml. The thicker the plastic is, the harder the sun. It's a little bit harder for the sun to come through. So we also obviously want to use clear. I don't know if Home Depot sells thicker plastic in this, but I know the 3.5 isn't that thick. It's the same stuff that I'm using for my cold frame here. And I know the sun is able to come through it. Okay. So what we're going to do is we're going to get this plastic and we're going to wrap it over this. And then what we're going to do is we're going to use that 1.5 inch by 1/2 inch strips of wood to support it down. So I'm going to go in the garage really quick and pick those up. I got to get some scissors, so I'll be right back.
Here's Mr. Kinsey. I'm going to
Come back, I got the wood here. So I'm gonna go ahead and just start putting the plastic. I'm gonna start putting the plastic over it. Gonna be awesome. As I almost fall back there. Alright, so I'm okay with this much overhang. We'll clean it up in a bit. So I'm gonna go down to the other end and just go ahead and cut it. Alright, so I got it nice and cut. So I'm just gonna unfold it. looking like it's supposed to. Yep. Alrighty, so what we're gonna do next here is I'm gonna take one of these pieces of wood. I'm gonna go over on the side and I'm gonna screw it in. I'll probably do it right here so you guys can see it. Let me move the camera a little bit. My battery is almost dead, so I might have to follow up with the video after I'm done here. Sorry, guys. So I'm gonna go ahead and just screw this corner in right here, right on top of the plastic into that 2x4. I'm gonna go ahead and go down again and just kind of make it so the plastic's somewhat neat. Have to be perfect. What we're looking to do is just keep the plastic down so when we pull it on the other end, to pull it to make it nice and tight. Alright, so I'm gonna grab this and go on the other side. And when I go on when I'm over there on the other side, I want to pull the plastic tight as I screw it in. So I'm gonna do probably one here, pull it tight, do one here, and keep going down and pull it tight. Try to move the camera so you guys can see. Sorry about the crazy angles right now. All right. So hopefully you can see this. There's a sun glare on my end right now. So, all right, so I'm gonna go ahead and put the first screw in, and I want to try to make sure the plastic is tight as possible right now. My wood split on me. That's good. Figured out. The wood split. Nothing like going live and stuff happening. Alright, so I'm going to go ahead and just preset this one. So what I want to do is I want to grab this plastic. I'm going to pull it tight while I'm pushing that at the same time. And then screw it in. And then I'll repeat it as I go down. So, sorry if you didn't see that. Again, I apologize. There's the glare right now. I can't see that well. So, concept to this is I just need to, I'm using the wood to support the plastic, but I want to pull the plastic tight as much as possible. So now it's tight, I'm going to push down and I'm going to go ahead and screw in. Go ahead and do the same thing down here. So right here, where I'm at, let me try to get this camera angle for you. So I'm gonna pull the plastic down and then push this, let go, and go ahead and screw in. It should keep it tight. Let me go ahead and do that down here. I'm doing a little bit more screws on this end because that's where I'm kind of tightening up the plastic right now. This one's gonna be a little tricky. I got. There we go. Go ahead and just screw it in. There we go. And one more right here. Pull the plastic tight. Push down. There we go. So let me pick the phone up here. Go ahead and switch the camera if I can. So you can see, here is most of the construction of it. All I have to do left is the ends here. Same thing that I just did. I'm gonna pull it down and then put the wood across, and then just go back by and just trim it up. And what I'm gonna do with this well, I'm gonna put a hinge at the other end so I can hinge it up. My battery's just about dead on my phone here, so I'm going to go and do the ends right there, and I'll give it a charge, and I'll come back as quick as I can. Alrighty, just finishing up today. I got these guys. I got their new homes ready. Got my broccoli, my kohlrabi, it's my cabbages. I got their new home ready. Let's check it out. Well, before, so I finished this, getting the outside enclosure done. So I got that down. I ended up making a walkway through here before it went all the way to here, so I can just cut it off so we have another walkway going through. Got it going this way, that way. And there she is. I got the hoop house done. So I couldn't finish showing you guys the video because my battery died. So sorry. I'll try to do better next time. But I ended up putting this last guy on. I did a lot of screws here to hold the plastic in. All we can do now, open her up. That's it. Those plants will live in here. The cold frame, you guys all know what this cold frame is. I've talked about it several times. If you don't know how I built it, the video posted last night at 7:30. Go check it out. It's here on Facebook. It's also on YouTube. Matt the Garden Guy. That cold frame is going to go over here. So that's going to let me start growing in a couple weeks. I got to go down to Texas in about a week and a half for work again. When I get back, probably the last week of this month, that stuff I showed you over there is going in the ground. So, got a lot of plans here. What I hope to do is finish the box going down, and then down about right here, probably about I'm thinking about 6 feet. Let me see here. No, probably 4 feet. I'm gonna have another box right here. It's gonna be 4x8, and then we have another box going right here. It's gonna be probably 11 feet by 2 feet. But yeah, this was a huge accomplishment to get this hoop house done today. Next year, I'm growing all year. This year, all the way through next year. This hoop house is what's going to let me. So I'm going to probably do another layer going over. But yeah, hoop house is done. I got some dirt to put in here. Just want to show you just what I got done today. I didn't get to the garden expansion. Probably work on that tomorrow. So yeah. Thanks for joining me today. I'm going to go get some dinner. It's been a good day. I'll talk to you guys later. Bye.